Welcome back to Zero Day Digest. Today, we are unpacking a series of critical failures that compromise enterprise identity at the highest levels. First up, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, the very entity managing federal cyber defense, has suffered a severe operational security blunder. Researchers at GitGuardian discovered a public GitHub repository titled Private CSR. This was no minor leak. It exposed 844 megabytes of sensitive infrastructure secrets, including plain text passwords and active authentication tokens, sitting open on the web since November 2025. While CSR exposed its own credentials, a highly sophisticated threat actor targeted global enterprise identities. Microsoft disclosed a massive phishing apparatus that systematically bypassed legacy filters to breach 35,000 users across 13,000 organizations. The campaign leveraged highly polished code of conduct-themed HTML lures. By hosting these malicious documents via trusted, legitimate email services, the attackers successfully stole valid enterprise authentication tokens, actively targeting the healthcare and financial sectors. Compounding the identity crisis, the NYC Health Plus Hospitals network confirmed a catastrophic breach impacting 1.8 million individuals. This vector represents a worst-case scenario. Attackers exfiltrated not just medical histories, but biometric data, specifically fingerprints. This highlights a critical vulnerability in third-party healthcare data pipelines where access controls failed to segment highly sensitive, unchangeable biological markers. Now, let's look at what we couldn't fit into our 60-second short, starting with a maximum severity threat. Cisco issued an emergency alert for CVE 2026-21A2, a CVSS 10.0 authentication bypass inside the Catalyst SD-WAN fabric. This vulnerability allows remote, unauthenticated actors to send malformed packets straight to the peering mechanism, gaining high-privilege root access to the entire network fabric. This is configuration independent and has zero deployment workarounds. It is currently being weaponized in the wild by state-backed espionage group UAT 8616. Simultaneously, on-premises infrastructure is under siege. CVE 2026-42897 is an active zero-day cross-site scripting vulnerability in Microsoft Exchange Server's Outlook web app. Attackers can execute arbitrary JavaScript in an administrator's session simply by delivering a crafted email, requiring absolutely zero user interaction beyond the server receiving the message. While a permanent patch is still pending, Microsoft has pushed a forced URL rewrite mitigation via the Exchange Emergency Mitigation Service. On the endpoint front, a new Windows 11 privilege escalation exploit dubbed MiniPlasma has surfaced with a fully functional public proof of concept. The vulnerability resides inside the Windows Cloud Filter driver cldflt.lwis. Any user with standard domain privileges can abuse a flaw in registry key creation validation to bypass kernel protections and spawn a shell with full NT authority system privileges. This exploit successfully defeats fully patched systems running the latest May 2026 security updates. Finally, a major shift in open source security culture. The curl project and Nextcloud have officially suspended their public bug bounty programs. The reason? A relentless flood of low-quality automated AI-generated vulnerability reports. While enterprise AI tools are successfully finding zero days internally, the public deployment of automated scanners has triggered an unintended denial of service against human triage teams, rendering traditional crowdsourced security unsustainable. To defend your infrastructure against today's landscape, follow this operational checklist. If you run Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN controllers, you have a strict federal mandate to patch within 48 hours. For on-premises Exchange deployments, manually verify that the EM's URL rewrite rule is active. And given the CISA and Microsoft phishing campaigns, initiate a proactive global token revocation and rotate all GitHub adjacent cloud infrastructure secrets immediately. I'm Dr. Elias Sterling. Thank you for watching. Stay secure.